It's the SMU Mustangs and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mustangs kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The transfer has it his first carry. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too, so this game is interesting.
Snags it and he's open. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go, ready.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout.
Ready, go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Punts it out of the air. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
The Spartans look to keep this drive humming. The run inside. It's Edwards. Can't get him to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Spartans in the hurry-up.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. He might want another play.
Go, go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Pittman. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Fires to the tight end.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on 4th down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on 4th down, you need to find some other game to play.
Starts to scramble to the left. Fires on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And the Mustangs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
Looking for a deep man. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Sets up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback will keep it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He is stuffed on 4th down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The give to the lone running back. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The give out of the gun. Powers through the defender. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Gets it to the back. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Open on the right side, that's Smith. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Under fire. And he never had a chance. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to get rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after that incompletion now, you got 4th down in your own end, but based on the fact they've scored 2 touchdowns and kicked a field goal now, they've been looking pretty good. And if I'm the head coach, I think I'm putting a lot of faith and trust in my offense to go get this thing.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Fancher. Caught over the middle, it's McCray. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Complete on the left to Smith. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Black 14. Black, go.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Edwards. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the front.
Going to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Conley.
Guys, week one, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Knight. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Jennings. Looking for space to the left. Got it in stride at the 15. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Now the play fake. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pulls and fires complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Ready, go!
Keeps it on the option. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down.
Well, Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Running inside, it's Edwards. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Wide receiver going in motion. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Finds his back in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the D.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking for a man, it's Jennings. Flips it out in the flat. And he's still running after the move. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
At the 30. That's a first down for the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Gets the back moving. They're looking for an advantage to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. There he goes. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Running into the open space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Pressure coming. Buying some time. Remember, down where you start the slide, he'll be sure to line the gain.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Motion from the wide receiver. No. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Gets it to him on the screen. Shakes off the defender. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Coming out with it, it's Brinson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. Fires left side, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long.
Ready? Set. Go.
Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.